Record. Hello, hi everybody. Hello, welcome to Rainbow Whispers. We haven't chatted late. I wasn't active lately because I was so tired. The energies are so strong in the sky right now. And everybody are speaking about Jupiter Venus conjunction that has passed. Like this is like such a blissful energy, bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. Well, no, not for me. And I have to say, for a lot of people I've been in touch with, they were really low in energy, either sick, so they're sick, or very low in energy. So there was like a clearing of energy. So things can be healed with Jupiter, Venus in the sign of Cancer. So I just wanted to chat a little bit about that and maybe throw a little card or two, what we can expect from what is the aftermath of Jupiter Venus conjunction, and because it's going to happen again next year, I think in June. I don't know when exactly. I think in June it's going to happen. Venus Jupiter conjunction in the sign of Cancer on 25th degree. So I feel we are going to have like certain kind of echo of everything that we were feeling, but maybe like a final throw, final throw, final healing wave, that can enhance our energies, that can enhance our life. So I just wanted to talk about a little bit about Jupiter Venus conjunction, and I would really love to hear your experiences because there are a lot of people who will say, well, I thought Jupiter, Venus, those two planets are like two benefics. They're just going to bring in flow and ease and love and blessings, but nothing happened. I got sick. I got rejected at the work. I got, you know, um, I had bad stuff happening. And at the same time, there was certain kind of protection going on with Jupiter, Venus. So I don't know what I can say from my limited knowledge of my humble knowledge of astrology. Jupiter is a benefic, but it is a planet of expansion. So whatever it touches, it expands for better or for worse. So depending on your personal natal chart, how it touches your chart and what it expands, what it magnifies, really defines the experience you're having and you had last week with the Jupiter Venus conjunction and with the aftermath that is coming into play. So, Jupiter Venus in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is a water sign. It's oriented on family, on ancestral lineage, right? It is very protective sign. It is a cardinal sign, but the action the Cancer sign makes is when it needs to protect. And this is when you're going to see it, go full forward mode. But it usually goes like a crab, like zigzag, zigzag, making action around things. So it is a feminine sign and is a very intuitive sign. And I feel that the Jupiter in Cancer is here to magnify our ancestral, aka Cancer, Cancer ruling the ancestral lineage and so on. It's like amplifying those emotional tides, those emotional patterns, those triggers that are subconscious, because it rules also the subconscious, because it is ruled by the moon. And moon rules how we are bonding. It rules our emotional nature, our emotional instincts, our subconscious patterns that have been imprinted on us during our childhood and that we are playing out and building on in our grown-up lives. And it's much more than that, but it also shows, of course, the nature of our emotions, what we need to feel safe, secure, emotionally safe and secure, and so on and so forth. So the moon ruling Cancer and Jupiter in the Cancer, there is a very close connection. And moon is very cyclical, tides, rising tides, and ebbs and flows, and the changes happen very quickly. So from my personal experience and the experience of all of the other people I've been talking to, not all but majority of the people, they have been experiencing very high and emotional highs and lows related to the family members, to their own family dynamics, to their own emotions. And I just wanted to say to you, if you have been feeling like your emotions are really pent up and you felt overly emotional, this is great because Jupiter brings all of this up at the surface to be recognized and to be seen and to understand. Ooh, I apologize for that. And so we can recognize those patterns, and we can make them conscious and not allowing these emotional waves to kind of hit us at the at the we are not at the mercy of those waves to keep taking us to the shore and moving us again and drowning us and pulling us up and so on. So I understand and realize that not this is not an experience of everybody, a universal experience, because our own natal charts are different. Jupiter is a protector. So wherever in your whatever house cusp the Cancer sign is covering, is ruling, this is where you are going to feel a little lighter flow, a protection, an easier flow. But Cancer traditionally rules mother, rules family, rules ancestral lineage, so it amplifies our own issues that we have from that part, right? So just to be healed. So I feel Jupiter is bringing immense energy of healing, but before we heal, we need to kind of feel everything before we can let go and realign and learn from it, because Jupiter is also a beneficial teacher, and it expands our experience. So sometimes we can feel more more dramatic just to make things more aware before we let go and allow ourselves to release and not to be thrown at this cyclical nature of the moon. So it is also very interesting to follow the moon, because it is the fastest moving luminary in the sky. It changes signs every 2.5 days approximately. So it is interesting maybe to follow, because the moon is the ruler of Cancer sign and of Jupiter. It's dispositor of Jupiter. So maybe it is interesting to kind of follow and not be surprised with our sudden feelings of high and low, because this is how fast moon goes, you know? So it is interesting if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling over emotional, just go, open astro.com or whatever site you use and just check where the moon is. So if I forgot, but it is coming towards, I think it is coming towards Virgo, because we are going to have, ooh, I don't remember. Is it a full moon or new moon? I forgot. I think it's a new moon, but I'm not sure. In Virgo, I haven't looked at it, guys. I haven't been present, as you can see. I was really, flowing with the tides, and I went off grid, and now I'm coming back. So follow the moon where it is. So if you are feeling overly emotional, follow where it is, which house cusp it covers. So to see the area which is impacting, check the squares, check the opposition, and try to connect this experience. Ooh, try to connect this experience to your, everyday life, because moon is also, our it can connect sometimes to our body, and it's interesting to follow that, and just to connect with how the transiting moon interacts with Jupiter in Cancer in your own chart. And of course, because Jupiter is in the sign of Cancer, your natal moon is activated. So wherever your natal moon is, the house, the sign, the aspects, they are being also activated, but they are being activated to be healed. And Jupiter is definitely a protector. So what I can say, I'm a Capricorn rising. So my seventh house is in the sign of Cancer, and I have a north node there. And Venus Jupiter conjunction happened at my north node at 14 degrees, and Jupiter Venus conjunction is going to happen exactly on my descendant next year. So, what I can say, on the exact day Jupiter Venus conjunction happened, I'm just trying to think what happened. I got sick. I got a rejection from application job, a job application I sent. I got a rejection. I was very sick, unable to work. I think this was like 12th of August, I think. I was so low on energy. I needed to sleep a lot. And these are like energetic downloads and codes, guys. So the energy is being cleansed. So if you're feeling that you want to isolate, move away from the gadgets, from phones, from not hearing anything, just be out in nature, ground, near the water, ground, and just be, because Cancer is a water sign. It's very receptive, it's very feminine. So all of these light codes that are being downloaded with all of these, aspects, they need to settle in the body. And this is why sometimes, it seems like not good things are happening, but they're actually happening, so we can be cleansed, so we can receive the codes, and so we can profit, because Jupiter is going to be in the sign of Cancer till I think end of June next year. And it's a whole cycle of benefits that is going to come. So usually at the beginning is, the darkest, the hit, and then it's lighter and lighter. So on the other note, I said I was sick. Exactly at that day, I fell sick. I got a rejection, but it's in my seventh house. And I have, so seventh house of one-to-one relationships in the sign of Cancer. And I had great support from my friends. So this is the beneficial part in the seventh house. Yeah. So my natal moon is in the 12th house. So this is why it was influencing me to retrieve, to isolate, to get rest, to profit maximum from this transition. And why I wanted to speak, I just didn't give you a lot of information, but what I just wanted to say, if you were hearing and watching all of these YouTubers, talking about, ooh, the bubbly part of Jupiter Venus conjunction, I just wanted to tell you, if you're not feeling it, don't feel bad. You are feeling it. You are feeling it the way you are supposed to, and have in mind that Jupiter expands Cancer water sign emotions, moon ruling emotions, just to be seen, to bring them to the conscious mind so it can be healed and released. So it's a process. Give in to the process. Okay. So what is the message for all of us? So I'm using Morgan Greer tarot deck. This is like a pocket deck. So let's see. Let's do one card for all of us who are feeling this way, and for all of you who had great benefits for the past week. I'm so happy for you. Congratulate you. We can exist, we can coexist. It just depends on our own personal charts, because some people have an easier flow of the aspects and then it manifests much easier and better. And some have a little more challenging aspects, and then both sides are equally aspected, and then you feel it, you feel the hits, and then you feel the benefits. Okay. Ooh, the card came out. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is the message for us who have been feeling a little bit, well, for all of us, whoever is listening to this is a message for you, with all of this Jupiter Venus conjunction and aftermath of energies. Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, the flies are like today. So the Seven of Pentacles is all about, and it's in reverse. So it's all about the amount of effort we put in to distinguish what kind of amount of effort we are putting in to create something, the work we put in long term in something that we want to create. And seven is all about reflection. It's about reflection on our own desires. Um, and it is, oh my God, the flies are killing me today. I don't know what is going on. I think it's going to rain. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's driving me insane. So I would say Seven of Pentacles in reverse is just reflecting on our own desires, on what it is that we want to manifest in this lifetime in regards to our sense of safety, security, material, sensual, emotional security. And it's like bringing a discernment on of what it is that we want to give our energy to and what it is that we don't want to give our energy to. So it's like thinking and trying to decide, okay, if certain things are not going the way I have planned or wanted to, is this something that I want to keep putting effort to? Or I want to change the course, I want to simplify, I want to, ditch completely whatever I've been putting my effort in and it what didn't give back what I accepted. Do I want to ditch completely? Do I want to continue working on it? Hopefully it's going to bring fruits. Or there's something I need to do differently. There are some things I need to ditch. There are some things I need to keep and keep nurturing and simply simplifying, giving my energy in a practical, slow, steady way, cultivate slowly so it can give fruits. But it is not time for action. It is time because it is reverse. It is time to stop the action. It is time to think. It is time to go inwards. It is time to return to our bodies, to ground, to listen to our bodies, what it is telling to us, to give space, the quiet space, nature time to really feel to what we want to give our attention to so we can put our work into it. So, astrologically speaking, this is Saturn ruling, I believe, the second decan, 5, 6, 7, the last decan of Taurus, of the sign Taurus. And Saturn brings fears, Saturn brings obstacles, Saturn brings work you have to put in when not a lot of when the results are not immediately seen. So this can also mean being burnt out, tired, wanting to give up, you know, in the sign of Taurus, which is again feminine sign that deals with practicality, simplicity, cultivating material, emotionally stable resources, but also material resources. And I don't mean only money. Material resources can be, a garden. Building a gazebo in your garden that will allow you to relax before you go and do energy somewhere else. And Saturn is obstacles. So there you are maybe facing certain kind of obstacles that are forcing you to stop whatever you are doing and to retreat and rethink how you want to continue and give your energy so you can cultivate emotional material stability long term. And Saturn wants to simplify things. Taurus is a simple sign, it wants to simplify things. So simplify. And this is my little spiel. So I hope it was maybe useful for you, or if you were feeling low, you have a confirmation, you have a validation, you are not alone out there. So this is it from me today, and thank you for your time, and I wish you an excellent day and sending you hugs. Mwah.